Overcast Thursday morning, but listen to me. Right now, I am at one of the most beautiful spots in Barbados with one of the best views, bar none, and not just in Barbados, but dare I say one of the best views in the world. I'm not just saying that there because the people are here, but hey, we are at Gun Hill Signal Station, and with me I have Denise Sandiford. She is with the Barbados National Trust, and Kevin Rowe, and he is a gentleman that is basically running the place in charge here. Well, hey, we'll speak with Denise first. Denise, good morning. How are you doing?
Good morning. I'm doing fantastic. Thank you. And yourself?
I'm doing pretty good. Now, this is one of the sites maintained by the Barbados National Trust.
Yes.
But what exactly does the Barbados National Trust do?
Well, the Barbados National Trust is responsible for the natural and built heritage of Barbados. And we have several sites around the island. We have the Arlington House Museum. We have the Gun Hill Signal Station, Morgan Lewis Mill, Andromeda Botanic Gardens, Welchman Hall Gully, and Terrell Park.
Wow, that's quite a bit.
Yes, it is.
How important is it for us to really have these sites available not only for Barbadians but for everyone to enjoy, and how important is it to the heritage of Barbados?
Well, I think that we still have to place a lot of emphasis of where we came from, and for everybody, both young and old, here and overseas, to know, a bit about our heritage here in Barbados. And heritage tourism is big worldwide, and we would want the same thing to be happening here at our Gun Hill Signal Station and all of our sites, as a matter of fact.
Now, I'll speak to Kevin specifically about Gun Hill Signal Station, because he said, and I don't know if he's going to want to say it on air, but he said it's a crown jewel in the crown. Is that so, Kevin?
Good morning, and good morning to all the listeners in VOB land. Yes, I would say that Gun Hill Signal Station is the crown jewel in the properties of the Barbados National Trust. What we have to offer here is splendid views of around the entire island, wonderful gardens, the historic signal station that visitors can come and go into the signal station and see some of the military memorabilia and Bajan artifacts, complete with a lovely cafe on site as well.
Wow, now I know, just as with so many other businesses in Barbados and around the world, you were impacted by the pandemic. How have you been able to weather that storm?
Yes, like most of the businesses, we've been impacted negatively from the pandemic, and what we have to do is to go back to the drawing board and come with new ideas of how to market the place and the site and get people up here as well, and visitors.
Well, tell me about this plan now, because obviously, and I'm guessing particularly now that things have opened up and we're seeing more visitors coming, I know that's a big part of your business as well. What have you been doing to really try to drum that business back up and to get that renewed interest in gun?
Of course. So what we've been doing, we've been adding some new attractions onto the site as well, too. So we now have electronic devices around the site where visitors can actually see more information about Barbados as well. We are adding new attractions for children on the signal station as well too, and we've opened up the cafe fully now. Before it was just during the day, but we open it at night now as well, up until 11:30. So people can come and experience Gun Hill by night as well too, during the day.
And this
This is Thursday, Fridays, and Saturdays. We open late up until 11:30 p.m. We open daily from 9 a.m. up until 5 p.m.
And that's basically for anyone, because one of the things that I really and I actually mentioned this here to the tourism minister last year, when we call them tourist attractions. But there are attractions.
Of course.
There's so many Barbadians that don't even go or aware or enjoy these here. Right. But it's for everyone.
Exactly, it's for everyone. And what we do, we reach out to the secondary schools and primary schools so we can invite them up and teach them a bit about Barbadian history and what the National Trust has to offer as well, or what we do.
All right, amazing. I know weddings have been a big thing. Is that still a big drawing card for?
Yes, we welcome people to come and have the special occasion at weddings, cocktail parties, corporate events, even your business meetings as well. We encourage people to come and utilize the site for almost anything that they'd like to have outdoors here.
And of course, this is view that everyone can enjoy. Right now, we were looking down the port and saw that there was a cruise ship in a little earlier, but you have as I said, one of the best views. It's unobstructed. We can just see
Exactly.
right across all St. George, St. Michael. It's all
Exactly.
there.
You can see from the cranes from Philip on a clear day, all the way down to the west coast. So almost a full 360 will be able to make it.
I like
Splendid
it.
views.
I like it. So for those that have not been in a while or haven't been at all, there are actually some people I don't understand how that's actually happened. Gun Hill Signal Station. Now we're speaking about Gun Hill, but Denise mentioned that there are quite a few sites that you maintain. So tell us about these other sites. 'Cause, are they all operational right now?
Unfortunately, not Cashy. We have the Arlington House Museum that's currently closed. So is the Morgan Lewis Mill that got hit by Hurricane Elsa, and we had some damage sustained to the sails. But it is anticipated that we'll do some work on both those sites sometime soon, so that hopefully by the middle of the year or so they will be reopened. To the best of my knowledge, the Vetch Mahal Gully is still operational. That is leased, and so is the Andromeda Botanic Garden. And right now we are concentrating really on Tirocot, where we have a shuttle house village. And those shuttle houses are used by entrepreneurs of varying business types. Mostly, I think most entrepreneurs right now concentrate on cuisine.
Yes.
And so we are working on upgrading that site in terms of upgrading the shuttle houses. And we expect also to do some work on the infrastructure with regards to the driveway and the car park and so on. So that's where we are concentrating most of our emphasis now in terms of earning income in the absence of the tourism numbers. And in the absence of our major fundraiser, open house as well, which came to an abrupt halt in early 2020. And unfortunately that has impacted on us negatively in terms of our revenues as well.
Talk about the open house a bit, because yes, as with so many different things that have been impacted by the COVID unit. Talk about the open house. What exactly is or was the open house, and are steps being made to get it started again?
I believe it will be a bit difficult to get it started, not for this year for sure. But open house basically is a fundraiser or a major fundraiser where somebody with a nice property, some more often than not they're the old houses, and we mix it in with some modern ones where that property is loaned to us on a particular day, it's usually on a Wednesday. And we have a write-up on the house. Visitors, locals and overseas, they come, they pay an entrance fee, and they're given a little brochure about the property, and they are allowed to tour the interior of the property. Yeah. And after that, after touring, we also have stalls set up on the outside, which will be local things, local beverages, local little eats, coconut bread, and so on and so on. And purchases are made there, drinks. We also have some entertainment sometimes, and that's basically it. And people are usually drawn more towards the older properties more so than the new ones because it's about heritage. So in the absence of that, we've been hit hard, and so we're still trying to keep our head above water.
By now, it would have caused a rethink or a change of approach to the way that you do business. But heritage being your business, has it been accepted as widely, locally in particular, as you would like, or is it something that we really need to work on?
I think we definitely need to work on it. It's at a lull right now. There's not a lot going on. And I should also make mention that too, we depend on our membership from our members in order to, that would obviously help with regards to our revenues. And we encourage our members to still support us even though we don't have any events happening right now. Because members would actually renew their membership because they know that when they get to open house, they get the discounted entrance fees.
All right.
So we do have to relook everything basically. I am not sure which direction we will go in right now, but I'm sure that we'll come up with something that's really punitive in the short future.
But I have no doubt that that's going to happen. We have some brilliant minds, and I really have to give kudos to everyone, you and your entire team, for really putting these heritage sites out there, not only for Barbadians, but for everyone. And I got to come back to Kevin just as we get ready to wrap things up here. Now, you mentioned, that the cafe is open every day, and we have late nights. Today's Thursday, so we're open late today as well.
Right.
Yeah.
11:30 p.m.
For those that are listening right now, and I want to give you a hardest sell now for Gun Hill, because I know that I'm probably going to come back here for a late night. I don't know if it's going to be tonight, if I'm allowed up tonight, but Gun Hill, the selling points aside from the view right now.
Right. Ghana has wonderful gardens around, lovely trees as well too. You get to go into the historic signal station at the top of the hill. On the inside it houses some military memorabilia, some dated artifacts, and it's replete with information on the walls, telling you more about the history of the site as well too. Of course, as you mentioned, the views are spectacular. What most people come to do now is during the day, is to come and work from Gun Hill. So people who are especially working in the offices and stuff like that, they come to Gun Hill, we offer them free Wi-Fi, they pick a spot of the choice, work from here for the day, have breakfast or lunch or so, right, and enjoy the ambience as well too. And outside of that, the space is beautiful for weddings. You can have a wonderful wedding ceremony here and the reception as well too. And also people want to have the corporate events as well.
All right, well, thank you very much. That's Karen Rowe, and we'll let the lady wrap things up. Denise?
Okay, Cashier should also make mention of the fact that our head office is Wildy House, Wildy St. Michael, and we've been using Wildy House to have events as well, as to assist us with our revenues. And I want to encourage everyone to take a trip to Terracotta and experience the ambience there and the variety of cuisine as well. Hopefully everybody should be up and running by the 1st of March 2022. So come on over to Terracotta. It will be an awesome experience for you as well. Thank you so very much for including the Gun Hill Signal Station and the National Trust in your road running program.
Well, thank you very much, Denise. Thank you very much, Kevin. The first stop as we continue the celebrations, yes, into 2022. The rain has started, but that's not going to stop this procession. We continue. Maurice, back to you. We're still celebrating 40 years on VOB.